Hello everyone, it's Halloween, innit? Anyone who knows me knows I absolutely hate Halloween. I'm literally the Scrooge of Halloween, I don't care who knows it. This is a good effort for me. I put some ghosts up, apparently that's scary. I've got some pumpkins, but at least they're sparkly ones. The one good thing about Halloween is the treats. So today I'm going to be making some pumpkin cookies, but actually the recipe that I'm using today is in the more effort category of the website, so I've got a feeling it's not going to be very straightforward. And there are quite a few new people on my channel since my last baking video, so quick disclaimer, if you are here to learn how to bake, you're in the wrong place. I myself am absolutely awful at baking. This is from a kids recipe website. My baking skills are equal to that of probably about a 3-year-old. Let's see how this goes. I'll leave a link to the recipe I'm using in the description below, but basically these are what the cookies look like. I'm guessing they're kind of like chocolate orange jammy dodgers in the shape of pumpkins. Fun fact, don't really like chocolate orange, so we're off to a good start. Step number 1 is preheat your oven to either 160 degrees or 180. I've gone for 170 because I wasn't too sure and I thought that was a good in between. Could already be a big mistake. The next step is to put the butter in a bowl and beat it with a wooden spoon until smooth. So this is 140 grams of butter. It says softened, it's kind of soft. Oh, that was a good shot. Nice one, Hannah. Next up, add 175 grams of plain flour. Not sure if this needs to be sieved or not. I'm not gonna. I've also got to add 50 grams of icing sugar. Again, don't need a sieve, I'm pretty sure. And finally, the zest of a medium-sized orange. My oranges were large, but go hard or go home. So this is what it currently looks like. Doesn't that look tasty? So now you beat your mixture. Okay, so while I beat this mixture, let's have a little chat. You might be asking, Hannah, why do you hate Halloween? Why don't you get into the festivity? First of all, to me, getting into the festivity means Christmas, not Halloween. Second of all, ever since I was little, I have absolutely hated scary things, scary films, scary costumes, scary people. I think that's why I always hated Basildon. So in general, Halloween is just not the holiday for me. Next up, I don't like the colours of Halloween. I don't like black and orange, first of all. I don't think that's the best combo in the world. Much prefer like red and gold at Christmas. Halloween makeup, I've never been good at. And to be perfectly honest with you, if I'm doing my makeup, the last thing I want to do is put fake blood on my face to ruin it. But to be honest, I think that was just because I'm sour because I can't do it. I hate bats, I hate ghosts, I hate skulls, I hate graveyards. Anything to do with Halloween is not my cup of tea. To be honest with you, I'm very surprised that I've gone as far as I have with the decorations. I'm mixing this mixture and it's not looking like a soft dish dough. I'm pretty sure this is not the way it's supposed to look. It just seems a little bit dry to me, almost as dry as my social life. And that's saying something. Do you know what? That's good enough for me. The next step is to knead this dough into a ball and put it in cling film. Then, it says on the recipe, chill for 1 hour. Now, I didn't know that prior to filming this video. So, I think what I'm gonna do instead is put it in a bowl, wrap it in cling film, and put it in the freezer for like 15 minutes maybe. Surely that's just gonna like fasten the process. Roll these sleeves up, get into work here lads, not messing around with this one. Fun fact, once when I was little, I think I was maybe like 10 or 11, I was making cookies with my friend and it came to this part and I hated the texture of cookie dough so much that I was physically sick. That's a fun story, isn't it? Perfect. Let's put this little baby in the freezer and hope that the science doesn't do me wrong. Oh my God, I've just got it out of the freezer. It's been in there for 14 minutes. I'm gonna try and warm it up a bit and squash it. Oh my God, as if this would happen to me. But anyway, the next step is to roll it out on a floured surface. Is that enough? Here goes nothing. Good. I'm so sad. Look at it. Why has this happened to me? Do you know what? I try so hard. The recipe says to roll them to about 3mm thick, but to be honest with you, I think it's a miracle that it rolls at this point, so I'm not really fussed how thick they are. Next up is to cut them into circles. So I've cut out a little template and I'm basically gonna cut 24. I'm gonna try and get 24 circles out of this. I'm back. So turns out my little stencil was not good enough. I just used a cup and like made circles out of that. And then with the spare dough, I made some little like stems. Oh, and also this mixture only made half the amount it said it would. The next step is to get a small sharp knife and to make faces on 6 of them. he looks quite cute. So these are them like without the faces, and these are my other ones. And then these 6 are like the back part. So kind of imagine like a jammy dodger. I'm now just using like the back of this knife to do little lines on it. I'm not sure if these are gonna like survive the oven. Oh, I'm not even filming it, that's great. These 2 went really well because I didn't film them. That one, however, oh my god, poor thing. These are what they look like. Do you know what? I actually think that they don't look that bad, but they haven't been cooked yet. So now let's put them in the oven for 15 minutes until pale golden, a phrase I like to use to describe myself. See you in 15 minutes. Oh my god. Okay, my friends, that actually wasn't as disastrous as I was expecting. Here are the cookies. As you can see, 6 of them are plain, 6 of them look like pumpkins, because I'm gonna get a pumpkin, put a filling in the middle and put the other one on top, like a jammy dodger. So, do you get me? Surely that makes sense, people. So these are currently cooling down, taking their time, but they're getting there. And while they cool down, I'm gonna make the filling for in between. So, this filling is made up of icing sugar, plain chocolate, and mascarpone. This is the mascarpone. I've never used it before and I thought it was a cheese, so I'm a little bit confused about this. But from previous experience, I've learned stick to the recipe no matter what it says. But I also need to make a glaze for the top of the biscuits. Good job I just read that on the recipe, isn't it? So for the glaze, you need icing sugar and orange juice. I've juiced me orange. The recipe says you only need 1 tablespoon of orange juice and I've got a whole bowl of it. Go hard or go home. But I'm gonna stick to the recipe, 1 tablespoon. Okay, so I've done 2 tablespoons. And then I'm gonna add 50 grams of icing sugar and mix the 2 together. This should be a smooth, runny consistency. If it needs to be runnier, then I'll just add some more of my sauce. Same. I've now made my glaze for the top of the biscuits and it says to set that aside. So, I'm gonna put it over here. Now I'm gonna make the filling. So for this, I've got to melt 25 grams of plain chocolate. Got my classic dairy milk. So I'm gonna go and melt that and then I'm gonna mix it in with the mascarpone and 1 teaspoon of icing sugar. So let's go and melt some choc. I'm gonna add a little bit more chocolate because that just doesn't look like enough to me. So I'm gonna add 2 more squares, I think. So the next step is to combine this with this. Mascarpone. Don't you think it's weird that the word pony is within the word mascarpone? This is what it looks like currently, so now I'm gonna mix it all together and see what happens. I mean, I'm not gonna be too surprised if it just looks mixed. Now that that's all done and it looks like this, I mean, I don't know what you were expecting. The next step is to spread them onto the biscuits. These are pretty much cool, they'll do. And then you have to put the faces on top. Alrighty, so here are my biscuits with the filling. Here are the pumpkins. Do you know what? I'm actually quite impressed at these. Like, is it just me or do they look quite good? So now the next step is to get a pumpkin, put it on. Oh, look. Oh my God, it's like an actual biscuit. I mean, don't get me wrong, this isn't the most complicated step in the world. Ta-da! So now I'm gonna let these like set a little bit. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be that wobbly, but they are. I have to say, so far so good. I'm quite impressed with myself. So now my friends, got a brush, got the glaze, I'm gonna paint it over the biscuits. I'm not really too sure what this is for, to be honest with you. I think it's gonna make them look a little bit shiny. And obviously this is the orange juice, so it's gonna give it that like orange chocolate flavour rather than just chocolate. Oh no, it's gone in his eye. Look, I've blinded him. I'm really sorry, mate. Okay, so these are my final biscuits. Do you know what? Other than this one, getting a little bit drenched and having his eye poked out, I think they look really good. They've got a shine, they've got a chocolate filling, they're double layered. I have to say, I'm very impressed with this one. But we all know it's not the end until I've tried one. So let's have a taste test. I'm nervous, I genuinely am. Do you know what I'm most surprised at? The fact that it feels like a biscuit. Genuinely, it's not too hard, it's not too soft, it's not too cakey, it's not too cardboardy. It's just like the texture of a biscuit. I'm so impressed at that. You definitely need the orange glaze, I think, because that makes it taste really orangey. That's really nice. But oh my God, they actually taste good. What a shock. Like, I feel like this video is a bit of a waste because it actually went right. I like these. I'm gonna have some more. Do you know what? I really enjoyed making these and they taste nice and everything, but on the recipe it says that you can make these for trick-or-treaters. It's taken me over 3 hours to make these 6 biscuits. No way am I going to be giving these to trick-or-treaters. Sorry trick-or-treaters, but you can have a fun size Haribo bag instead. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you do on Halloween? Are you going trick-or-treating? Don't come to my house because you're not going to get any biscuits. Go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And remember to subscribe down below so that you can see my videos every Monday and every Thursday. But for now, thanks for watching. Have a lovely Halloween. I will be sitting on my sofa, Scrooging it out with a cup of tea and my slippers on. But anyway, happy Halloween and all that jazz. And I'll see you again in my next video. Bye!